Hello, Dr. Shaya Kass. My name is Yaakov Zioni. I'm doing my second interview, 5 minutes interview for the class English for Architects. Today I'm going to talk about my project in the main course in the Studio Neve Sha'anan neighborhood. This is Urbanic Studio. We learn how to design part of the city. I'm talking about Tel Aviv city. Around 1910, group of workers, hard middle class workers left Jaffa, hired that architect Yosef Tischler that designed for them this nice neighborhood a little bit east from Jaffa, in a nice orange field. He designed for them this kind of lamp, what we know Levinsky Street, and from it you can find 7 or around 6 streets that curves out of the main street. It was a very nice neighborhood. It was built in the style of international style. Around the 30s, the consulate of Tel Aviv decided to create one transportation spot in the old city, in Tel Aviv city. They choose Neve Sha'anan neighborhood, I guess because of the people there didn't have so much power to say we don't want this thing in our neighborhood. They located this what we know bus central station, brought a lot of pollution, noise, and caused the dropping of the market, the houses market, and caused that many people decided to leave the neighborhood. Around the 60s, a guy named Aryeh Pilets bought 44 acres land in between the Levinsky Street, in between Shapira and Neve Sha'anan neighborhoods. He brought that nice architect, what we know, Ram Karmi. He teach in Ariel, where we learn. He designed a mega structure building. They said it's like the biggest central bus station in the Middle East. Basically, they put next to the neighborhood this huge monster, 7-story monster, around 40 meter high, that's swollen and taken all the commercial stores and all the people that used to go and buy and walk and create life inside Neve Sha'anan. They went inside the big building. What was happened? All the rest of the nice people that lived in Neve Sha'anan left, and they left basically an empty space inside the city. Around the 90s, the Israeli government decided to stop the using Palestinians as the black workers in Israel. You know, agricultures and washing dishes in restaurants and all kind, working with old people. They decided to bring those foreign workers. Those foreign workers came from maybe 4 major countries: from Sudan, from China, from Russia or Romania. It's depend what city we're talking about, and from Africa. Basically, they brought to Israel and to Tel Aviv a different culture, a different colors, a different identities, and they how naturally went to the empty place inside the city where they can hire an apartment in a very low budget. They took over many apartments in Neve Sha'anan street. They turned Tachana Merkazit building to this kind of place for them, you know, for make them all their facilities that they need. I must say one thing else. Neve Sha'anan neighborhood has this amazing discrimination between the other neighbors. You can find their schools, kindergartens, and all kind of things. Now let's talk about what we're doing as architect students. We understand that the other place in the city is very important for the city. We think that the city as Tel Aviv that it's her proud is by the so many people that she has, the center of culture she is, and one of the reason it's because Neve Sha'anan street. If you go to Neve Sha'anan neighborhood, you'll see amazing stories, amazing human happening, and we as architects that want to build for people, we want to keep this story happening. We don't want to destroy it. We're talking about three major things to happen, which now I have to almost finish the interview. One is change the function of Tachana Merkazit building. Move those buses and pollution out, maybe next to Ayalon. To create a big market for those foreign workers to sell and maybe make a living in this nice market we designed in the old empty space bus station, and to do a nice connection between those two buildings, which it's one of the curved street I was talking before. It's called Neve Sha'anan Street. It's a street without vehicles, and inside that street we want to make it a little bit wider and create in the middle of the buildings nice structures for those people to come and create their own houses. We think that Tel Aviv must have this happening in reality to stay, and that's it, I think. Thank you very much and have a happy Hanukkah.